I am genuinely so excited to be showcasing Miguel. I honestly did not expect my polls to go as good as they did. So I have leveled him up a little bit. I got him to level 94. Mind you, I just started this account 2 days ago, so I will be getting him higher. I might do another showcase where I have him at an even higher level, but I did use the stamp on him. That may not be the best idea, but I know I'll get more from Illusory Tower, so I figure I can use one stamp on one questionable character and get away with it. And then I have his ultimate upgraded to level 7, his skill 2 upgraded to level 6, his skill 3 to level 3, and his skill 1 to level 3. Ideally, for the skill usage order, you want to use his deadly when you have it, then his skill 2, then his skill 3, then his skill 1, which is why I did the upgrades the way I did. Now, what do those skills do? What do his auto skill do? I'm going to go over that with you guys really quickly, and then we're going to hop into this showcase. Okay, so the new Miguel is a blue type obstructor unit, which is interesting, but I'm going to be using him as my main damage. We're going to see how this goes. He's really not like a main damage unit though. Please keep that in mind. He's meant more for all the other stuff that he does. So his skill 1 is called Combination, deals 122.6% melee taijutsu damage to the selected enemy for 2 hits. Depending on how much cursed energy this character has when the skill is activated, additionally increases taijutsu damage by up to 40%. If you're at max 80% cursed energy, 80 cursed energy, I should say, not percentage because there's not a percentage for it, then you will get the full 40% taijutsu increase, which makes that skill hit quite a bit harder. His skill 2 is called I'm Fired Up, increases own taijutsu by 18.3%. If you have this upgraded, it goes up to 30%, which is why you wanted to upgrade this skill first out of your 3 skills, and then reduces damage received by 25% for 3 turns the higher your own cursed energy is. When receiving an attack, the greater the original effect, up to 60%, and you just got to be at 60 cursed energy for that, so that's really good. And then his skill 3 is a bit questionable in the uses that I've done with him, trying him out. So Curse Technique Disrupting Rope nullifies attack nullification status 1 time. Like, that's good if you're going against like an enemy who has attack nullification. Think of like if you're a global player, think of like Gojo, how he doesn't receive attacks, right? Well, this can nullify attack nullification. It sounds weird to say that, but it nullifies attack nullification for 1 turn, and then deals 60.2% jujutsu damage to the selected enemy and attracts the selected enemy's attacks to self for 1 turn. Decreases the value of the enemy's eligible buffs by 30% and decreases those buffs turn count by 1. This is a really big draw to this character, because the fact that he can decrease 2 of the enemy's buffs by 30% and then decrease their turn duration can be very good in like higher level content in the game, because that means you don't have to deal with them hitting you like super hard because of their buffs. And he does prioritize the most recent buffs that they put on themselves. Now you can reuse this after 2 turns, so keep that in mind with using that skill. And then his ultimate, Your Opponent Is Me. Once again, nullifies attack nullification status 1 time. Deals 133. Is it 1 time or 1 turn? It's 1 time. Okay, so it just gets rid of it completely. Interesting. The way that was worded is a bit weird. Deals 133.4% ranged jujutsu damage to the selected enemy for 2 hits. Increases the selected enemy's damage received by 25%. This is why he would work really well with another attacker going in the same turn as him. Decreases the value of 3 of the enemy's eligible buffs by 50%, and then decreases those buffs turn count by 2. Deals 540.9% melee taijutsu damage to the selected enemy for 3 hits. The more cursed energy he has, the greater the damage boost, additionally up to 40%. Max increases at 80 cursed energy. So notice he has jujutsu and he has taijutsu damage. You want to typically run like a taijutsu recollection on him, because the taijutsu percentage is a lot higher than the jujutsu percentage. You could run something like adult time as well, which would work on him. And then for his auto skill, let's have some fun. At the start of battle, decreases own jujutsu damage received by 15%, and own taijutsu damage increases own taijutsu damage by 20%, so even more taijutsu damage. So he's definitely a taijutsu character, even though he has some jujutsu mixed in. And typically the way you want to run this character is you want to run him with another attacker right behind him in the lineup, but I want to see what he can do today, so that's the reason I'm running him on the team I'm running him on for this showcase. So what team am I running him on? I am running him on this team right here. Now, normally I would move Miguel to where Kaido is, move Kaido to where Nishimiya is, take Nishimiya off the team, and have Gojo in the main slot, and you run Miguel and Gojo together. But I don't want to do that because then people would just say it's a blue Gojo showcase, and that's not what I want you guys to see. So just keep in mind, he's not going to have the most damage because he's not really an attacker, but he does offer a lot of other things with being able to basically debuff the enemy, which is really, really good. And for the recollection I'm running on him, it is a SR recollection. I don't really have too many good taijutsu recollections as of yet here, so it's what I got. He could do a little bit more damage if I had a better taijutsu recollection. I just have not been lucky enough to pull one yet, but I do have this recollection here and this one to help boost damage for Miguel, so hopefully we'll be able to see okay damage. These two will also boost his damage, and then we have Kaido to give him cursed energy. Remember, the more cursed energy he has, the more damage he can do. So blue type is advantaged. We are taking on the formidable foe stage against the special grade cursed spirit. We are taking on hard difficulty. I have not beaten any of these on this account yet, so we will see how this goes. I could use the cubes, I could use the recollections, right? So it's actually something I do need to take on, and so I think Miguel will potentially perform very well for us here, but we'll just have to see. So let's try it out. Okay, so we do have to get through 3 turns, so we're gonna just focus on buffing up Miguel as much as we can at the start. I think is the best way to go, and then we can activate this early. Sure, why not? We'll use skill 1 because we want to build up his cursed energy, right? Let's see how much damage he can do. Okay, 30,000 is not bad. I would have liked a little bit more. We don't have a lot of healing with him. I wish the healing... maybe it'd be better to have healing. It's okay. Oh, they're just gonna straight up target him. Okay, is it because he's blue? Maybe I should run him with Gojo, just have Gojo here for the defense. Oh well. Okay, now he's hitting harder. 63,000 with the buffs. The buffs, he's actually looking pretty solid. Okay, we do this. We go like this. We go like this. Do we want to? I think we self-buff right here, right? Yeah, give him more defense. So he's gonna take a lot less damage now. This will help him out significantly. Oh yeah, 1,000 damage. He took like nothing right there. That helped him out immensely. I'm really, really glad we did that. Okay, so he does have that defense, extra defense buff. He has a bunch of extra stuff going on him right here. Okay, he's got so many buffs. Okay, looks good. Looks really good. We'll go ahead and do this now. We will do this. We will do this. And then, do we want to use the ultimate? I think we save the ultimate for, do we want to draw aggro? They don't have any buffs, so like, I guess we'll use skill 3. We'll get to see skill 3. We'll see what the boss does when we get to the boss. Okay, 13,000 damage. I would have liked to see a little bit more damage from my guy there. Okay, he's taking too much damage too. Alright, we're gonna go for the stun with Nishimiya, just to try and be safe. And then we're gonna skill 2 again. Do we want to skill 2? Maybe we want to skill 1? No, skill 2, because otherwise he dies. We don't want him to die, right? Okay, Nishimiya did great. That's fine. And he was able to self-buff himself, so that's beautiful. Okay, now we go like this. We want to activate this. We can now activate this, and then we go after her. Him, whatever it is. Okay, let's go. Special grade Curse Spirit. Alright, bunch of extra stuff. Hopefully, we'll do some good damage here with Miguel. Alright, let's see how much he can do. Keep in mind, once again, not an attacker type unit, but that looks pretty damn good. That looks pretty damn good. Okay. That was really good. Let's go here. And then, honestly, Miguel's just gonna kill. I don't think he dies to the other unit attacking him. I think he'll be okay. If he does die. I was gonna say, if he does die, I'll be very upset. Let's give him this. And then I think he kills. I want to complete this with a perfect. It's gonna be close. Let's go. Okay. Oh, not quite the perfect because we didn't get it done in 8 turns, but still. Okay. You know, pretty good. Pretty good. The biggest trouble with Miguel, honestly, is kind of health management, figuring out how to manage his health correctly so that he doesn't die. Also, his skill 3 draws aggro to him, right? So you got to keep that in mind as well. Let's take on a story mode mission and let's see how that goes. Okay, so green type is advantaged here. Granted, we don't have any green type characters on the team, so we'll see how this goes. We'll do this, and then skill 1 right there. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Alright, not a ton of damage. They killed Kaido off the rip. Okay, crazy. My level 1 Gojo out here now, about to go crazy. Alright, you know what? He might actually still do well because he's just Gojo. Let's skill 1 there, actually. Okay. Yep, sure, attack Gojo, that's fine. I'll use him for that. Buff. Skill 1, and we will skill 1 again. Our cursed energy is pretty much full with Miguel at this point, but Miguel is now doing damage, which is good. Alright, we're going to... Ooh, let's heal Nanami. Or not Nanami. Oh my gosh, Yaga. Why did I say Nanami? Okay, let's heal Yaga. Skill 1. I'm gonna do a self buff here. Increase his damage. Okay, he's fine. Glad we give him extra defense too. Note that this battle did have like 35,000 recommended combat power. We're at 13,000, so just keep that in mind. Gojo's probably going to go away here in a second. That's fine. Got 4 turns left on him. Can we actually kill someone as a level 1 character? Probably not. No. Okay. At least it's not a Gojo showcase, I will say that. So there's that. We'll buff. We will skill 1 here, we'll skill 1 here, and then we want to switch targets, and let's skill 1 right here. Okay, Miguel did not kill like I wanted him to right there. Alright, we'll buff, skill 1, and then let's just try to kill this guy. Let's actually do this. We got 1 more turn with Gojo. That's fine. And we'll skill 3. And we probably don't win this, I imagine, but hey, at least we got to see what these characters can do. Yo. Oh man, it's so hard. Okay, there we go. Not having type advantage characters is a little bit rough. Go ahead and do this, and then we'll do this. Okay, nice stun. Woo! Okay, type neutral. He did okay there. So his big thing is going to be his, for damage at least, is going to be his ult. I wish I had, at this point in the game, like content that I could take on where I could see him actually removing the buffs and being super useful. I guess I could try to take on like an event, but yeah, the story mode was not it. Okay, and we are taking on very hard of the story. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so no buffs on him at the start. That's fine. We go like this. Like this. Let's do a skill 1. Okay, 26,000 damage. That's nice. Alright, so now he does have this on him. So we should be able to reduce the effectiveness and reduce the turns. Granted, it only has 2 turns, so it should just go away, hopefully. Would be the idea. We can go like this. And then we're going to do a skill 3 to try and reduce the effectiveness and get rid of that potentially, I believe, is what skill 3 does. Yep, that's exactly what it does. It will decrease the turn count as well. So it should just go away after this turn. Okay. And now he gave himself more buffs, but hey, that 1 buff did go away, and so it would have still been here this turn, but now that 1 buff is gone and he replaced it with another, but that's fine. Okay. Go like this. It's kind of hard to tell too with I know people can't read the Japanese or whatever to basically tell if that buff is actually gone, but it should be gone if I am looking at that correctly. Let's self buff here. Okay, that's fine. And we will buff. Actually, let's do this early and see how much we can get out of his skill 1 here. Alright, so we'll skill 1. Okay, 120,000? Yo. Okay, that's making him look pretty good. That's pretty good damage on a skill 1. I'm happy with that. Alright, he doesn't have any buffs right now, so we're going to self-buff ourselves this turn. He does have an ultimate coming. Oh, goodbye, Kaido. Alright, we go like this. And let's just self-buff with Gojo, why not? And then where are we at? He doesn't have any buffs on himself, so let's self-buff ourselves one more time. The buff stacking is actually really good on him too because it does last a couple of turns. And now he's going to have more cursed energy when we get into the ultimate turn right here. So hopefully this will go well. So we'll do this. We'll do this. And then, okay, let me double check the effect here. Because I am at max cursed energy, which is 80 is what you need, I'm going to get an extra 40% damage on his ultimate right here, which is going to allow his ultimate to hit pretty hard. Alright, so Nishimiya goes. Nishimiya is type advantage as well, but she did like nothing right there. So how much is Miguel gonna do? Oh my gosh, dude, his damage is actually kind of nuts. For a character who's not supposed to do big damage, like he's not really designed for it, I'm actually kind of impressed. Alright, we go like this. Do we even? I'm just gonna keep using Gojo self buff. I don't need anything from him. Miguel should kill it right here. He has so much damage. And then boom, dead. Yep. Honestly, not bad at all. I am genuinely pretty happy with this character. I'm happy with the amount of damage he does. Once again, I know I've said it all showcase, but once again, considering that he's not even meant to be a damage character, like, he's really good. And when you get into those later stages of Illusory Tower, I'm just not able to take those on yet. But when you do, and you run into attack nullification and stuff like that, he will actually be super helpful for stages like those. And then you want to run him with like Blue Gojo in the main team, and Gojo will be your damage dealer. This guy will be a debuffer. He'll actually be pretty dang decent. But let me know what you guys thought down in the comments. Did he surprise you at all with his damage and what he was able to do? I know he surprised me a little bit, but I'd like to know your guys' thoughts. And if you guys did enjoy the video, please consider going down there, hitting that like button and hitting that subscribe button. And there will be an anniversary Gojo showcase coming up here soon, but I absolutely want to try to get him a little bit higher in level, because even at a low level, he performs, man. He performs so good. So if I can get him leveled up a little bit more, he will do absolutely amazing things. So if you guys want to see that showcase, make sure you are subscribed with the notification bell turned on. And thank you to everybody that has supported the channel, liked my videos, and subscribed as well. I really do appreciate you all. Peace.